Well, hello and welcome. This is Misheard with Misheard Song Lyrics Podcast. We're in season 3, episode 150. You got that, 150. And we're doing our first ever Justin Timberlake misheard song lyric. The misheard song lyric is, go hippie, go with it. Get your sexy on. Go hippie, go with it. And then the correct lyric says, go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy on. Go ahead, be gone with it. Not about a hippie, but it sounds like it, right? So the last time I did a misheard song lyric with Justin Timberlake was all the way back in season 2, episode, 30 something, I think. And it was when I did the NSYNC song, It's Gotta Be Me, but the misheard is, It's Gotta Be May. And a lot of people use it when April's ending and May comes in. So it's been a while, so let's do it. So what is SexyBack? It's a song recorded by American singer-songwriter Justin Timberlake for a second studio album called Future Sex / Love Sounds back in 2006. He actually appeared way back when, like, who is Justin Timberlake? He actually was born Justin Randall Timberlake and appeared on television shows like Star Search and the all-new Mickey Mouse Club as a child. And in the late 1990s, he rose to prominence as one of the 2 lead vocalists and also being the youngest member of NSYNC, which I just mentioned earlier, which, as you all know, and if you don't know, you must be under a rock, it became one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. Timberlake also won 2 Grammy Awards for his R&B-focused debut album called Justified in 2002. Wow, that's 20 years ago, guys. Woo! And its single, Cry Me a River, and another single from the album, Rock Your Body, which was also very successful. He, of course, did this album in 2006, Future Sexy / Love Sounds, and it showed it was a good diversity in music genres and also did well on the US Billboard 200 and spawned the Hot 100 consecutive #1 singles with SexyBack, which we're talking about today, featuring Timbaland, My Love featuring T.I., and What Goes Around Comes Around. It also established Mr. Timberlake as a solo artist worldwide. His first 2 albums both exceeded sales of 10 million copies, and he continued to produce records and collaborate with other artists. From 2008 to 2012, he then focused on his acting career. So you might have seen him put his music career on hold, and he started starring in some movies like The Social Network, talking about Facebook, Bad Teacher, Friends with Benefits, and In Time. And then back in 2013, he returned to his music career and did his 3rd and 4th album, The 2020 Experience, and then The 2020 Experience 2 of 2. And it usually featured a lot of neo-soul styles, and it was mostly inspired by his, I guess, love of or expansive song structures of 1960s and 1970s rock. And the former became the best-selling album of the year and spawned the top 3 singles, Suit and Tie, featuring Jay-Z and Mirrors. Gosh, I can't believe how fast time is going. And then Timberlake went into another area of song singing and writing. He voiced Branch in DreamWorks Animation's Trolls in 2016, whose soundtrack includes his 5th Billboard Hot 100 top single, Can't Stop the Feeling. Remember, Can't Stop the Feeling, which earned him an Academy Award nomination. I did not know that. His 5th studio album, Man of the Woods, back in 2018, became his 4th #1 album in the U.S., supported by the 2 top 10 singles, Filthy and Say Something. I love Say Something, featuring country singer Chris Stapleton. It concluded 2018 as the 6th best-selling album of the year. Wow. All right, so let's talk about Mr. Timberlake. He was born Justin Randall Timberlake back on January 31st, 1981 in Memphis, Tennessee, the son of Janet Lynn Bomar Harless and Charles Randall Timberlake, a Baptist church choir director. Makes sense. He also had 2 half-brothers, Jonathan, that was born on September 12th, 1993, and Stephen, born August 14th, 1998, from Charles's second marriage to Elisa Perry. His half-sister, a little bit sad here, Laura Catherine, died shortly after birth on May 12, 1997, and is mentioned in his acknowledgments in the album NSYNC's As My Angel in Heaven. And then his family circle included several musicians. His grandfather was the one that introduced him to country music, just like artists Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson. And no surprise, since his dad was a Baptist church choir director, he started performing as a young child, sang country and gospel music. And at the age of 11, he appeared on the television show Star Search. And if you wanted to find him, he was doing country songs as Justin Randall, not Justin Timberlake. By that time, he began listening to rhythm and blues, musicians from the 1960s, 70s, such as Al Green, Stevie Wonder, and Marvin Gaye, great ones to listen to, and had listening sessions with his father of studio albums by the Eagles and Bob Seger. So again, a good example of parents, please share your love of music with your children because it gives them a great basis of it's just not popular music they know today, but the great songs are written way before their time, and they can understand why a lot of the popular songs come from those songs. So great on his dad's part. And then Timberlake recruited a friend, by the name of Jay-Z Chazé, I love his name, to be in an all-male singing group organized by a boy band manager at that time, Lou Pearlman, that eventually became NSYNC, and then the rest is history. So he, as a rising star, even as a young boy. So back to SexyBack. I love that. It was released back on July 18th, 2006. So wow, almost 16 years ago, to U.S. mainstream and rhythmic radio stations by Jive Records as the lead single from the album. Timberlake began working on his second studio album, Future Sex/Love Sounds, in December 2005. And within 3 weeks, no surprise, SexyBack was one of the several songs that was recorded for the album, having been recorded in less than a day. That is amazing. Timberlake told the Weekend Mail in 2006 that it was, quote unquote, second or third song he did with Timbaland. It's all these Timba, which got me confused, Timba, in a list of 10 songs they recorded for the album. The song was then written and produced by Justin Timberlake himself, Timbaland, and Nate Danja Hills, and then mixed by Jimmy Douglas using Pro Tools. He described the song as musicians David Bowie and David Byrne were covering James Brown's 1970 song Sex Machine. Okay, that's a great way to explain that song. The track featured Timbaland, who is also credited on the album but not on the single itself. Interesting. While Timberlake's voice is Timberlake's voice, in the song, it's processed. It's actually slowed down to where his voice is unrecognizable with muffled vocals. So listen to it again because you'll hear it right away. The song also features Timberlake's low-registered distorted vocals, which Timberlake revealed that the vocals in the song were influenced by Prince. Okay, and here comes Prince. He comes back from the grave and helps out. So SexyBack became Timberlake's first #1 single on the Billboard Hot 100, staying there at 7 weeks at the top spot. It also topped several Billboard magazine's other charts, including the mainstream top 40, Hot Dance Airplay, and Hot Digital Songs, and even entered the top 10 on most singles chart. Internationally did well too. It became Timberlake's first single to reach #1 in the UK. In Australia, the track was Timberlake's second #1 single, spending 2 consecutive weeks at the top. And then SexyBack was certified 3 times platinum by the RIAA in America, the Recording Industry Association of America, and then 3 times platinum by the CRIA, which is the Canadian Recording Industry Association. The track nonetheless won the Grammy Award for Best Dance Recording at the 2007 ceremony. In addition, the song also won Timberlake the People's Choice Award for Favorite R&B Song and the Male Artist of the Year at the 2007 MTV Music Awards. A lot of accolades. The music video was filmed in June of 2006. We'll go into that in just a bit. And then Timberlake decided to work with a director by the name of Michael Hossman based on what he saw on another artist's work that wanted him to work with them. So like I said, I'll go into that in specifics. What about the lyrics? So mix engineer Jimmy Douglas explained the title of the song and how it affected the concept. Quote unquote, he said, Justin Timberlake goes in the chorus, go ahead, be gone with it, which our misheard is, go hippie, go with it. I call the song Be Gone With It just to label it. So they're developing the song and they're going nuts and loving it. And as they play it, I'm like, I don't think the hook is strong enough. But then at the very last minute, Justin very, very cleverly decided to call it Sexy-On, spelled SEXION. He admitted the song was not going to be titled SexyBack, saying we weren't originally going to call it SexyBack. I definitely didn't think it would become the most worn out phase of 2006. It just sounded like a nice opening to the song. See, these are these wonderful mistakes that become the rest is history. So let's talk about the music video. Have you seen it lately? Lots of downloads, lots of views. It has this kind of spy-themed edginess to it. It has a lot of use of blue, white, and black. Well, like I said earlier, the music video was directed by a Michael Hossman. I think that's how you say his name. Sorry if I did it wrong. And features a Spanish actress by the name of Elena Anaya. That's the woman in the spy-themed music video. It was filmed, like I said, in June of 2006. And in discussion of the video, it was filmed actually in Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona. That's what the C's are TH, right? Timberlake said, obviously you went for the architecture, the exteriors, the interiors. The vibe in Spain is different than anywhere else in the world. It's so cool to shoot there, but the girls are also pretty hot, so that doesn't hurt either. Smart man. Timberlake also decided to choose this specific director, Michael Houseman, because he saw his work on Madonna's 1994 music video for Take a Bow, the night is over, this masquerade is. If you haven't seen the Take a Bow video, it's beautiful, and that is why he wanted to work with this director. Timberland said, it was one of my favorite videos Madonna's ever done. Even today, I still remember the visuals. The images, how he captured her. A lot of times, Madonna seems like she's the person in control, and in that video, she seemed vulnerable. It was a cool thing to see. The video was first shown on MTV's Making a Video on July 25th, 2006, meaning SexyBack's video. So that's cool why he wanted to work with this particular director, because of Madonna's 1994 music video on Take a Bow. And then Timberlake and Anaya stars, like I said, rival spies and who become romantically entangled. And the video starts off, they say, with a cable car looking over a large city, which is Barcelona, from the west looking east, while a German newscast featuring Alexander von Roon plays on TV and switches to a luxurious-looking hotel in Playa de Catalonia, with Elena Anaya taking off her sweater. That's a lot of L's and U's and what have you. Then cuts to Timberlake in a different room, then to a club scene, and then Timberlake in front of a white background. This is where the video alternates in all these different viewpoints. And at a certain point, it looks like here that we see Timberlake and Anaya seeming to be spies in a hotel room and strangers in the club. And at a certain point, Timberlake goes over to Anaya's room by jumping over to her balcony, as one does. Then when Anaya goes to check it out, Timberlake traps her and passionately has sex with her. I'm hoping it was consensual. You know, Me Too movement, all right? And in the club, it ends with Timberlake kissing Anaya in a bathroom stall. Oh, that bathroom stall. Always classy, right? In the hotel room scene, Timberlake leads by the same way he enters moments later and jumps to the next balcony before an explosion ensues. It ends with the figure of Anaya sitting in a chair beside a small television in which a kiss is frozen on the screen. Is she still alive? Is she not? Did she die in that explosion? We'll never know. Anyway, watch the video. It's definitely fun. Very, spy versus spy. And beautiful colors. I can see why he went with that director and why Madonna went with him in 1994. But just to let y'all know, it's not about hippies at all, although it sounds like go hippie, go with it. Sounds like the song there, but it's Go Ahead, Be Gone with It on SexyBack. If you have any great suggestions like this misheard song lyrics, send us your suggestions in any of our sites. We're on Facebook, Instagram, or as the young say, Insta, and even Twitter, even though I have no idea what I'm doing on Twitter, but we're on Twitter. And then you can also email us, old school, at misheard songs. That's MISSHEARD songs with an S at gmail.com. And we'd love to do our next episode, maybe 151, with your misheard song lyric and give you a shout out. Till then, keep singing those songs wrong. Bye.